In May of 2015, me and two of my longtime friends decided to embark on our own little cruising adventure. Our goal was to head south from Dunedin, Florida, and make it all the way down to Cabbage Key near Port Charlotte. Along the way, our intended ports of call were Johns Pass, Venice, Cabbage Key, then up to Sarasota, Gulfport, and finally home to Dunedin. On board were Smokey and Chief Chris Parks, whom I had served alongside with as a volunteer firefighter for over a decade. And myself, who had only been a skipper for a couple years prior to the trip, was excited to see how far south we could get in the time allotted. Of course, we had a few unexpected challenges and surprises along the way. Here are some of the highlights. About a mile south of the Clearwater Spider, just came out of the pass, and we're heading towards Johns Pass. I don't know, what do you think, maybe 10-15 miles ago at least?
Yeah.
We're actually heading towards the westmost point of Pinellas right now.
210's your head.
Right, heading 210. And what's the time? About 1:10 in the afternoon?
What do you got, Chief?
1:30
p.m.
1:30? All right, we're a little late, so.
It's okay, we'll make it out.
We've reached the westernmost point of Pinellas County, and Smokey's at the helm.
We're sailing on a course of 150, and we have a little bit of snotty winds coming out of the east-southeast.
Snotty?
Yeah, it's a sailor's term.
Okay.
The white cap's about 2 footers. We're making about 3.5 to 4 knots. We're not doing bad. We're mostly getting drunk, which is the objective of this.
Speak for yourself.
And Dave's only a junior alcoholic, but they got me and Chief, we're world-class alcoholics.
What's our location? How far off the beach are we?
We're approximately I'll say 2.5 miles off the beach.
We're at 2.5 miles.
Sure
That's not even a mile, dude.
You're at least 2.5 miles.
It's not even a mile. It's about a half a mile.
Half a mile? I think so.
All right, so.
Maybe from that beach. Not from that beach. You're about 2 miles off that beach.
There's no way we're 2 miles off.
I'm good on distance, trust me. Take a picture. I'm sure you can extrapolate it from some app that they got.
All right, we're signing off.
Yeah, time to go back to drinking.
5 miles away from Johns Pass.
Yep.
Johns Pass can be a bit tricky to get into for the first time. As with many Florida inlets, the marks cannot always be trusted due to shifting shoals. I do not recommend attempting to navigate the entrance at night, since there are temporary cans and nuns in place that are not lit. The bridge will open on demand after hailing on Channel 9, traffic permitting, of course. Once inside, Johns Pass Marina is just around the bend to the south. It's pretty deep throughout as long as you don't venture too far into the intercoastal waterway. This marina is one of my favorites, as they are very reasonably priced and offer private bathrooms and showers. Electric is included as well. Around the area, there are a handful of bars and restaurants within walking distance. The first port of call is usually the heaviest in terms of partying, and this was no exception. Let's just say we had a late morning the following day, and also made a couple mistakes.
All right, good morning. This is day 2 of the Dave, Chris, Smokey adventure. We're about, what do you think, Dave? 2 miles, 2.5 miles?
About 2 miles off. We're about 2 miles west of Egmont Key. We have about 35 miles to go to Venice. And I guess we're about 10 miles away from Johns Pass.
Yeah. Had some dolphin action this morning. We got some schools. We're not sure what they are yet. Something's going by us, and hopefully when we get to Venice, we can buy something to catch a fish
We
with.
also had 2 casualties so far.
Yes.
One of them was the lid to the motor,
See?
and the other one,
artificial reef.
the other one is a pretty substantial rip in the main from. We had a storm last night, and of course, I forgot to tie up. Well, I did tie up the mainsail, but I guess I didn't do a good enough job. But got some work to do when we get to Venice, 35 miles. I guess we're traveling about 5.5 knots. The wind is out of the east-southeast, pushing 10 to 15 knots. Seas are 2 to 4 feet, moderate chop. What's our depth here, say?
20 feet of sitting
Okay, I'm seeing some light color. The second day of sailing was tough. We had a pretty stiff headwind for a while, and our hangovers were making matters worse. It seems like Chief Parks was taking the brunt of it, becoming seasick for the first time.
Alright, we just entered Longboat Key and came under the bridge. Sorry we don't have any video coming under the bridge, but we have to have found the only open range of rain coming down in the state of Florida right now. It's like the size of quarters. Well, here's what's going to happen. If that motor don't shut off, we'll be okay. If it does, then we're screwed. That's raining over there, though.
So
Take a little shot over there.
I can't. I don't have the waterproof cover on this.
Yet?
I don't have the cover on the camera, but
I say we go over there and tie up to him, and this little tour boat coming by, and we'll just deal with it.
no, let's just go. We'll just see what happens.
I know it's happening. I'm looking at it. It's pouring.
It's not pouring down here.
No, no shit.
All right, so we decided to kind of cancel Venice and just go to Sarasota for now. So we're going to go inside here, Longboat Pass, and then go down to Sarasota Bay to get to Sarasota.
That's if it stops raining.
It'll stop raining.
All 3 of us are still alive. What is it, about 5 o'clock? We are in Sarasota Bay.
It's 10
we
of
came
5.
in through Longboat Key. That was a little bit hair-raising. You have video of that with the rain. It's beautiful here. I look off to the north. We're going to get a little bit of showers maybe. Hopefully it'll push by. We have some sailboats over there. It's a beautiful day. 80 degrees out. Sunny. A lot of dolphins.
Approaching Marina Jacks in Sarasota.
We have frozen drinks waiting for us.
Apparently. Variete on 71.
Alright, copy that, Cap. I'm coming in for your slip.
Yeah, that's affirmative. Although I don't know where to go. So first time here. We're just coming in past the mooring field now.
Good copy on that, Cap. We're going to take down the slip D22, Delta 22. As you come into our basin here, make a starboard turn, headed south. Go down on south of that main building, look off your left side, about 3/4 of the way down that dock will be Delta 22. You can go stern in starboard or bow in port, whichever you prefer.
Great idea.
And there'll be a couple dock hands down there in black shirts to wave you in and catch a line.
Okay, received. Thank you. Delta 22, starboard, then port. And we'll probably take it on the port side coming in.
Copy that, Cap. We'll stand by 71 if you need us.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
I gotta go up
Starboard
there, right?
first, then we're going to take a left turn. So yeah, so go up there past the wall, and then make a right. Coming a little fast. Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Recording our docking experience.
Kind of. Maybe. I could always erase it. I'm going to throw you this, all right? There you go. I don't have a spring line quite yet.
That's okay. We'll be able to use the stern snap.
Okay. You gonna be able to reach that? Nope.
Ah, shit. Hang on. Here, Dave.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
It's been met one of them days.
Yeah, we pretty much had a little of everything today.
I got it.
Yeah.
Here we are in neutral. Motors off. Thank you, gentlemen.
Marina Jack's in Sarasota is by far the nicest marina I've ever stayed at. They have plenty of large floating slips, including utilities, fuel, a pump-out service, and a restaurant and bar that stays open late with live entertainment. The bathrooms are so nice that I could live in them. But the place is as expensive as it is luxurious. If your vessel is large enough to carry a tender, then I recommend staying in the mooring field just outside the quay wall. The rates there are cheap, and the marina is still as accommodating no matter where you tie up. Just hail them on Channel 71. In addition to the marina area, downtown Sarasota is a fun, walkable area with plenty of shopping and partying. Needless to say, we all fell in love with the place and decided to stay a couple nights. After resting up, we were ready to head back out into the Gulf. At this point, Venice and Cabbage Key were both kind of out of the picture because of time constraints. We wanted to take our time and enjoy ourselves, so we headed to Siesta Key for snorkeling.
Hours. Variete is sitting on the hook in front of Siesta Key. We just arrived. We had some awesome fish sightings. We don't know what they were, but there was a lot of them. They were big. Right now, we are going to inflate the dinghy and head over, do some snorkeling. Maybe we'll get a spear going. We'll get to do some spear fishing. Head over. You can get a shot of people doing some power sailing right there.
I think I will.
Behind us. Okay.
Pretty cool.
We have about half a mile of beach in front of us, and there's a sign that says Siesta Key somewhere over there. I just saw a big sign when you came on here, and I'm going to go check it out and send a picture.
We're going to go over here.
Keep going, keep going.
South.
Yeah, right there by the rocks.
There
you go.
That seawall there, right at the end of the seawall, is what they call Point of Rocks in Siesta Key. It's supposed to be very good snorkeling. I wish the tide would stop shaking us around, but whatever. That's not a half a mile, it's maybe a quarter mile, not even, so we're going to have to row out there and snorkel. Hopefully I can get some footage with the waterproof case in a couple minutes. So I guess we'll check back. It's high tide, slack tide. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Green bag. We lost at sea.
Maybe we'll get there. It only took us about 48 hours to get the damn boat. Wow.
There she is, Friday.
Up in an hour and a half to get in.
That's why you need the cushions. So you get up high enough.
I got your cushions right here. Yep, Siesta Key.
After a bit of unimpressive snorkeling, we made our way back north. Again, we were facing a bit of a headwind, which made our track that much longer. Coming into Longboat Pass the second time, we encountered a little excitement. There was a fishing skiff, partially submerged, with occupants and equipment floating in the water. I wish we could have offered more assistance, but our draft and the swift current running through the channel prevented us from getting close enough. The Coast Guard ended up coming to the rescue.
Yeah, they're definitely in distress, but I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. It's way too shallow for us to do anything.
They all got their life preservers on. Ain't no way we can go the fuck over there and get them, man.
How much? Got everybody a little more? How much are we now? 5 something? Hey, how's it going?
They're standing on the ground. That boat's down.
Let's see. We got 2 motors.
Ain't much we can do. We got too much draft.
8 foot. All right, ready, guys? I'm calling them.
Yeah, they're on the ground. That's good.
Longboat Pass, Bridge Captain. Longboat Pass, Bridge Captain. This is sailing vessel Variete approaching from the west. Requesting a bridge opening, please.
Longboat Bridge, station vessel Campbell, Channel 09.
Okay, received. We'll kick it up a bit. We only can do about 4 or 5 knots in this current, and we are kind of fighting with a draft too. We have about 4 foot 4 inches underneath. I hope we can make it through.
Kind of shallow way out there.
Yeah, we hit a few shallow spots and we're able to make it through. I think we'll be able to navigate. All right, kick it up.
Huh?
He told us to step on it.
Got it. Right there. All right, here we go. I can't do nothing for them. I got too much draft.
I'm going to advise them. I'm going to advise the bridge captain that there's a distressed boat right there, all right? Longboat Pass, Bridge Captain. This is sailing vessel Variete again. Also, be advised, there does seem to be a distressed fishing vessel a little bit past our location right now to the west. Oh my gosh. Right at that diamond marker there, it says danger. Probably about a few hundred yards to our stern, maybe a little bit to our north.
Oh, they're on the shoal on the marker.
Ain't got a radio or nothing?
Doesn't appear to be. There's another fishing vessel out here that could be helping them. I mean, they seem to be okay. I think they're just stuck on that shoal.
It ain't churning through here today like it was yesterday.
No, not as much, but it's still there. Those massive gears.
29 feet.
Alright, I would cut it a little bit.
Now look.
You gotta go that way.
Back 'em.
Longboat Pass, this is sailing vessel Variete. We're through. Thanks and have a good night.
18 foot of water under me, Dave.
Line them up.
Kick it, Dave. Go.
Cortez Bridge Captain, this is Variete. We are through. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Also be advised, you do have another vessel coming from the north. I don't know how much clearance they need.
Cortez Marina is another good, inexpensive place to stay for a night or two. The bathrooms are private, but not updated. There is an excellent seafood restaurant on the premise that even offers an early brunch. The slips could use a little work, not all of them are wired either. And the entire harborage is not very protected from a northern wind and wake, making the fixed docks a bit hazardous. Again, if you have a tender, I recommend staying in the anchorage just south of the bridge. Whether you're in the marina or the anchorage, Anna Marie is the best place to check out the local fare and fun. There's a dinghy dock close to the action, and the bridge is a nice walk too.
A little bit after 11 o'clock.
11:30.
11:30.
Today is Tuesday, I believe.
We just left Anna Marie Island. That's behind us. Probably can't see the bridge. It's way off in the distance, and we're gonna motor sail up to Gulfport. We're gonna go inside because we got a probably west-northwest wind.
It's always blowing the wrong way.
Well, so we're heading up towards the Skyway. A few miles. We got about 10 miles to go. Not to channel entrance, maybe 3 to 5 miles, but beam reach. Hold on.
Alright, Captain Dave at the helm. We are back from the Sierra Verde Bridge. It is 1400 hours. And it's Tuesday. And looking good. It's first swim around. And next stop. And we're back to the bridge. Good to you guys. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Gulfport Marina is a friendly place to spend a night. The harborage is well protected and there is plenty of company. In addition to the large number of monthly slips, there are hundreds of feet reserved for transient docking and a huge anchorage just outside the marina. There is also a bustling ship store and even a boat club on the other side of the ground. Getting into the marina takes a bit of attention. The area around the entrance seemed deep, but the marks were a little difficult to pinpoint on the approach. But the real lure of the marina is Gulfport itself. About a 10-minute stroll from the marina, it has a great walkable downtown area with plenty of bars and restaurants, each with their own unique crowd and cuisine.
Weather is beautiful. We've skirted the storms. We haven't run aground. The bay was slightly shallow, but we managed to get around that. Boat's looking good. We have air conditioning for tonight, and it's time for bells. We're going to have a drink. Captain Dave is taking video of you, and he's going to pan around and show you the marina we're setting in.
Gulfport Marina.
It's
Probably
not
like
bad. We're slumming, but it's not bad.
about 18 miles from Dunedin, I think. And we're going to get something to eat, and we'll see what happens.
At 1400 hours, we are at the pub. I believe this is Indian Rocks Beach. We're on the dock. We've had a couple of cocktails, and we're about to grab a light bite. We've come through just about where we need to be. We're about to head to Clearwater Beach, and then up and back into home. So next update will be from Homeport.
So this is the Narrows. There's mangroves to the south. Can't really see them though. And lots of little places to pull in here.
After stopping at Caddy's located along the Narrows part of the Intercoastal, we made our way back to Clearwater and then Dunedin. Unfortunately, by this time, we had ran out of space to record more video. It was a rather uneventful return with bridge openings and lots of slow motoring against a modest headwind. All in all, this cruise was a great experience, and I hope to do it again with my friends sometime soon. Next time, I'd like to try for a destination even further south, maybe even the Florida Keys.